I won, but I lost. I got that. I got the feet. You got the feet. I got the camera. Yeah, it's got to be off the green. That's not I'll be looking at their feet anyway. Can you pull it back just a little?
But it's not allowed to be. It's not allowed to be on the green.
I just can't have this like in the way.
Oh, the ball. Yeah. So you got that pulled back.
Even if we can't angle it, like just this corner, and then I can pull this right off.
You have to move it all forward.
Move it back.
So you want me completely off?
Yeah, it's got to be off the green. Now, so you tell us, is that better for your camera?
Yeah.
Check out what's happening on that other court.
All right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Alright, can you see?
Yeah.
So where's the actual small It's just
Mildura Gateway. I am joined by the one and only absolute legend, Ricky Rowe. Welcome, Ricky.
Welcome, Allegro. It's an exciting day here. Beautiful finals time sun. We haven't seen this for a bit, but it's in the atmosphere, isn't it?
That's it. And an absolutely spectacular crowd as well that we've got here as well for this game between second and third on the ladder. So we've got Mildura versus Robinvale today, and boy, this is going to be a game, isn't it?
I think it's going to be a tight one. I think Mildura has certainly build up over the last few.
They're a well-oiled machine, aren't they? They know what they're doing.
Definitely starting to build for this day, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's run through the team. So we've got for Mildura, goal shooter Ash Morello, goal attack Ava Zato. Now, absolutely genius move to put her in the goal ring today. Her shooting accuracy is phenomenal at the moment.
Yeah, and I think that's great for Mildura. They've gone with the positive from the start. They've identified that for them to get off to a good start, Ava needs to be in the shooting circle.
Yeah.
And
put that pressure on
That's
early.
good for everyone. We get to see it as well. So.
A wing attack, Demalza Henry. Centre, Caitlin Chalice. Wing defence, Caitlin Chalice. Sorry, centre, Caitlin Adamson. Wing defence, Caitlin Chalice. Goal defence, Jess McNamara. Again, beautiful choice putting her in defence. She starts out beautifully in that defensive aspect. Goalkeeper Sharon Watson, her height and her talent is absolutely unmatched. She's one of the better defenders in the league. Obviously, apart from Court and Nat from Wentworth, but she's
I
definitely
think her
up there.
experience helps get that whole defensive
And that
group
height,
together.
that height, she's amazing. Now this bench, Molly McDonald, Juliet Lang, Liv Bowden, Elkie Meehan and Milan Forbes. Now, if you haven't been following along, Mildura love their rolling subs. So they've got a bit of a tag team. So Caitlin Adamson in centre, she rolls in and out with Molly McDonald. And wing attack Demalza Henry rolls in and out with Juliet Lang. It has been working fantastically the last, probably about 8 or 9 rounds they've been doing this.
Yeah, I think they've been working on it all year. Like it's something that I've seen them play a couple of times, obviously, when they've played Wentworth, and I also seen them play Imps on the bye weekend. And I think this is the time of the year where having those rolling subs will be a massive advantage. It's hot out here today.
It is. Fresh legs on the court, getting a bit of a break. And let's just read out the Robinvale team before, and then we'll have a conversation about the difference between the two. So goal shooter, we've got Sarah Hepburn, who's an absolutely beautiful shot. Goal attack, Georgia Giafrelli again. Accuracy is phenomenal, but her height is not as... it's lacking quite a bit. Wing attack, her sister Belle Giafrelli. Centre, Tanae Romeo. Wing defence, Georgie Kelly. Goal defence, the one and only Georgia Dell. Goalkeeper, Kirsten Nayland. And only 2 subs, which is the major difference. We've got Gabby Maroney and Carmen Gareffa. Now this is where Robinvale have a fantastic starting 7. But they need the more bench.
Yeah, and I think that depth is where it's going to come into the game today. On a day like this with the sun shining, having that bench depth, but not only for the bench depth that you've used. Mildura consistently use those subs all year, so they go into that
So they know
system.
what they're doing. They know when they need to be on. They've played with each other. They train with each other. They play with each other. And then we've got the polar opposite of a team who do have a solid 7, but on a day like today, the sun's out, and the sun is a bit harsh today as well.
Absolutely.
It's going to be
just
tough.
having that depth, especially through the mid-court. You've already said that, Demalza, it changes. Molly McDonald comes into the centre. So they've got those standard changes that they've been doing. Whereas, for Robinvale, once they're mid-court, if they need a change in the mid-court, they haven't really got that extra depth. Then they have to make the change where, Gabby Maroney comes on as a goalkeeper, and then that allows Kirsten Nayland to come into the mix as well. They've obviously got McGareffa on the bench today.
She's a mid-quarter, isn't she?
Yeah,
So they do have one option, but we're looking That's the reason why we've got a late start here. We've got just heard the D's do their 1, 2, 3 D's, and there's a lot of energy. There's they're ready. They're going to come out here, absolutely on fire. We've got Zato there, Sharon Watson as well. I'm so excited for this game to see how it pans out. Now, with the qualifying final, whoever loses this game is the one that plays Wentworth, isn't it?
No, the winner plays
Wentworth, and the loser plays tomorrow's winner.
Yes, that's
it.
Yeah,
now, we've got the girls on the court.
So it looks like they're lining up as selected.
Yeah, so we
we've
haven't
got
any changes.
Henry and Kelly in Mildura's forward third. So now we've had the 30-second call.
That's it. So we've got the juniors game. That's all finished. So now this is where spectators get to come on and fill up and get all around coverage, because this is the game that we're all here for today. And it looks like Robinvale's got the ball. Romero's going to be starting, and this game, it's going to really. We're off. We've got Giafrelli now over to Sister Bell. Back to Georgia. She's going to get a score on the board. Beautiful hands there, but it's...
Rebound, great rebound. Oh, she's turned her back over.
Romero there. So Hepburn over to Bell Giafrelli. Back into Hepburn. Has an opportunity. Misses at a beautiful rebound there, but it's picked up again by Robinvale, so we're going
Couple
back.
of turnovers going both ways. Some good rebounds there from Mildura.
That's it. Giafrelli, that's Bell, passes it over to her sister. It's a bit of a loose ball there, but she picks it up. Passes to Romeo, into the ring there to Giafrelli, who again goes up and gets the score on the board. What a weird start.
A very weird start. Great rebounding and then turning the ball over in the centre court. So Henry in the mid-court. Comes back to K-Shell. Back to Henry. Henry has the ball into Morello, off the circle from turnover. Great pick up by Georgia Dell. Georgia Dell was she put a good pressure on there.
Fantastic there as it goes into Georgie Kelly. Over now to Romeo. She passes it into the goal third there. Dell, the beautiful hands there by Caitlin Chalice. Just tipped that ball, but Robinvale have possession now. We've got Georgia Giafrelli putting up a shot, and it's off, and it goes out of court. But there's going to be a contact call for Sharon Watson. So second opportunity shot. That's 2 on the board.
2 on the board. A couple of good intercepts and some good pressure there.
So we've got Giafrelli now over to Romeo. It's at the top of the ring there for Bell Giafrelli. Beautiful pass to Sarah Hepburn as she puts up the shot, and we're away 3-0. Mildura need to do something here with Caitlin Adamson taking that centre pass over to Henry. Bounce pass into Morello. A contact there against wing defence, Georgie Kelly. Beautiful hands by Georgia Dell. Demaza Henry picks it up. We're going to take it back to the transverse line. With Jess McNamara looking for an option.
Big reset.
Yep, so there's going to be a contact call there. So we're going to see Bell Giafrelli out of play. Pass to Demaza Henry again. Whistles blown. Makes its way into the ring. A beautiful tip there into Ava Zato. She puts that on. Misses. Gets her own rebound though, and we're going to see Georgia Dell out of play. Second opportunity shot, and 1 on the board for Mildura.
Good pressure from Robinvale there. Good pressure.
You said they needed to start like this, and they've done exactly what you've said they needed to do. Yes, Charlie!
Romero down to Georgia G.
Oh, that was
turnover. Through now in the mid-court. We're coming through. K-Chell. Into McNamara. Giafrelli is out of play. Through to Henry. Coming through the middle of the court. Adamson. Over to McNamara. Adamson's working hard. Contact on Georgia Kelly. Through to Demelza Henry. Henry working away. Beautiful hands on the circle from Henry. Into Morello.
Got that
rebound to it. Zato.
Beautiful finish.
Great hands by Henry on the circle. That's that basketball experience.
Absolutely. Those two, Zato and Morello, are both basketball.
Zato back to Henry. Once again, a beautiful pass. Holds and lets that loose. Morello misses. Georgia Dell nearly gets the rebound, but the rebound's taken by Zato. That was great
Beautiful
work.
shot. That's
Yeah.
what we want to see. We're back to even now. We've got Romero with the ball for centre, Robinvale over to Belgiafrelli. She passes it to her sister Georgia. She's far out, but she's going to put up that shot. It misses, and a fight between Watson and Hepburn, won by Hepburn. Way off road with that shot. So we see a turnover here for Mildura. We've got Watson now. She fought hard for that ball. Caitlin Chalice in wing defence. It's going to be brought back, utilising Watson there and goalkeeper.
Good
Beautiful
running.
pass to Adamson over to Chalice. The pressure's on here. Robinvale are really turning it on.
Yep.
And then we've got a long pass there into Morello. She tries to bounce pass it into Adamson, but Kelly's out of play. So we're looking for an option here, and it's going to be a short, an obstruction call there. No, offside. There we go. So we've got the ball into Zato, puts up a long high shot.
That was good work. That was good defence. Good defence. They
Great.
forced them back. Adamson through the middle, comes into the centre third, through to Henry. Henry back to Kachel, back to Henry. Henry working hard to get to the top of the circle.
Oh, replay.
Replay on top of the circle. So Robinvale's ball. Georgia Dell comes out
Gets that ball back to Nayland. Over
through
to
Kelly.
And we've got the pass now to Dell, long into the pocket there to Giafrelli. And at a high pass that just couldn't make it into the arms of Romero. Sees a turnover here for Mildura. So we've got Sharon Watson, pass to Kate Chal in the centre third. A long high pass over to McNamara, back to Chalice. And a fumble. It's replay. I wouldn't have called that myself anyway.
Nayland has the ball. Defensive, great pressure from Mildura. Great pressure from Mildura. That just forced that turnover.
beautiful.
Morello has the ball. Georgia Dell is out. That's just great pressure.
5-3.
Great pressure in their forward third. Okay, Romeo into Belgiafrelli. Back to Romeo. Into Georgia Giafrelli. Back to Belgiafrelli.
Good pressure there from
Good
Chalice.
pressure, Kachel. Georgia Giafrelli. Under the top of the
Romeo.
circle, Romeo. Georgia
Beautiful.
Dell shooting. Nice shot.
What a
Beautiful
shot. The pure talent that girl has, even with all
Adamson
that
again.
pressure.
Adamson comes into Zato and continues to run. Adamson.
Obstruction
Instructions
call.
to centre. Addison into Morello, 1-2 back.
And
Yeah.
what was that called
Contact
there?
on,
call. So we're going to see Ash Morello. She's
with
going
the
to
ball.
put up the shot here.
She'll have the shot
She
from
should
here.
get this.
Yeah, she'll shoot
she's a
this.
good distance shooter, but great defence there from Georgia Dell, but she's out of play.
Both players are out.
So undefended, puts up the shot and goes through. 2 points the difference. 6-4 is the score. We're going to see Romeo.
Robinvale's ball.
Yeah, Robinvale's ball. Romeo, she's going to hop into that centre circle. Great movement there defensively from Mildura. And the ball makes its way into Giafrelli. She's going to put up that long bomb, and what a beautiful shot. 6-5 is the score. That was a great shot.
Adamson out of the circle. Into Zato.
Henry.
Back to Zato. Henry into the top of the circle. Beautiful feed. Beautiful feed.
Great
That's a
shot there. Who was that?
That's Morello.
Morello popped that. She's
so
doing
beautiful.
so well. We've got Belgiafrelli utilising Georgia Dell. It's made its way into the ring to Hepburn. A high pass,
Good
but
jump with McNamara.
and she ends up finishing it
Goal
off.
for
Not a
goal.
good start for Hepburn, but she's really tidying her game up now. We've got Henry with the ball, looking for an option, but there's a holding call there. So it's got to be in the centre third, so we're going to see Caitlin Chalice pick up the ball, looking for an option. Caitlin Adamson's open, didn't utilise her, but made its way in anyway to Morello. It's off, and they're going to go the other way. Henry
Offside.
there.
Offside.
Yeah, offside.
Yep.
So we've got Georgie Kelly now looking for someone, finds Georgia Dell. Dell now finds Kelly again. It's over to Romeo. Romeo passes it into an undefended Giafrelli.
Oh, great pass.
Fantastic pass. And we're going to see our first rolling sub here. Katie Adamson off, Molly McDonald on as the shot was made there. 7-all 7-all. As we've got Romero now with the ball.
That's right. Into Belgiafrelli. Georgia Giafrelli. Gone for the lob. Unfortunately, over the top of Hepburn. Mildura has the ball in the back court on their defensive end. Sharon Watson has the ball.
So we've got Watson now. She passes it into Kachal. A long high pass to McDonald, but she fumbles and it goes out of court. So we're going to see it turn around now.
Good pressure from Robinvale. Good into
Great
Georgia Giafrelli. Georgia Giafrelli looks for Belgiafrelli.
Great
Great
from
contest.
McDonald. And a
Great
good,
contest.
Good fight there from
Mildura
Caitlin.
ball, contact on Mildura for Ali.
So we're going to see a turnover now with Watson over to KHL into McNamara. She waits, passes it to Henry. McDonald tried to fight and get in front, but managed not to. Out of play there is Romeo. So we've got McDonald now with the ball, passes it into Henry. Henry into Ava Zato. Whistle's blown, but they continue on. Beautiful placement there from Morello, who puts up a shot. 8-7 is the score, and we're going to see in a minute rolling sub change, but Mildura now. So we've got Juliet Lang, who is going to be coming on for Demelza Henry shortly. So Georgia Kelly's out of play there, and a pass into Zato, utilising her footwork, puts up the shot and finishes it off. 9-7.
Yep, they really can. From there, back into Georgia GFL, trying to find someone going forward. Mildura's forced them back into the centre court, into Kelly, into Bell GFL, Romeo, Bell GFL, Georgia GFL, trying to get into the circle.
And here's our change. Juliet Lang is now
into Hepburn under the ring, so Hepburn gets that one. So Mildura's taking their subs.
Molly McDonald now over to Zato. Zato looks for an option, finds McDonald again. Lang now with the ball, putting it back to the transverse line to McNamara. Great hands there from Georgia Kelly. Used that outside arm, but unfortunately, who's the contact?
No, I think it could be offside.
Offside. So we're going to see Ash Morello pick up that ball inside the ring. Bounce pass over to McDonald, and a pass into Zato with a little bit too much force. So we're going to see a throw in here for Nayland. Nayland over to Kelly.
Morello out of play.
So we've got Georgia Dell back to Nayland. They're really struggling to get this ball out of that defensive third. It's into Romeo, and a ball. Not a good pass there.
That's great pressure from Mildura. They're moving it through the court, and Robinvale are really struggling to find some space. So George McNamara comes through KHL, then comes through Lang. Lang comes to the top. Contact. Romero's out. Lang at the top of the circle. Great defense from Robinvale. Nayland and Georgia Dell really got great.
Morello out of play now as we've got Georgia Dell looking for an option, finds a good movement there in Kelly, into Dell, over to Romeo, and they're just the pressure from Mildura.
They're really trying to put that ball through that centre third.
That's it, Giuffrelli over to Hepburn, but it's not much she can do with it. Almost a step there, but beautiful defense from Sharon Watson. We've got obstruction call there in the defensive third there, so we've got Watson into KHL. Good bit of restarting there. They're able to set up a bit of a play. They find Lang. Lang now into Zato, who 1-2s it to inch closer, puts up the shot, and good one it was.
Great use of the circle. Great use of the circle.
Fantastic pressure.
Really got that pressure out there.
So we've got Giuffrelli now over to her sister Bell into Hepburn. Giuffrelli needs to get along the baseline a little bit more. It's now a contact outside of the ring. We see a bounce pass from Bell to Georgia. Puts up the long bomb and it misses. And
stepped out of court. Mildura straight away out of... it must have been contact. Watson come through. McNamara on the run. Onto KHL. Back to Watson. Watson gets it into the centre third. It's been well done to Bell Giuffrelli. And Georgia Giuffrelli runs all the way through. Contact on the goal shooter. Watson comes back through the centre court. Julia Lang. Great hand great reflex by Georgia Giuffrelli. Yep. These benches are on top at the moment. And the ball's coming through fast. But Mildura, once again, defensive pressure. I've got nowhere to go. Nearly his whole ball through the centre. Romero. Again.
No one there.
I think they'll save that. Georgia Giuffrelli through to Romero, onto Hepburn, outside the circle. He goes across the other side into the pocket. Bell Giuffrelli has the ball in the pocket. She's going against
she's got
against Jess McNamara. So Bell Giuffrelli shooting.
And
drops it in under the ring to Sarah Hepburn.
So 10-9, 1 point's the difference of this first term of this game. Molly McDonald with the centre pass over to Zato. Zato pushed it into the pocket there to Lang, and very close call ball there between Georgia Dell and Ash Morello, but Morello won, and she puts up the shot, but the rebound's there for Zato, and a little bit too much on that, but Kirsten Nayland's out of play. Ava Zato gets second opportunity. She puts it up and does not fail. 11-9 is the score, with Romeo about to take the centre pass.
Georgia Farrelly, back to Bell, same 1-2 into the baseline, and a beautiful long shot.
That was fantastic efforts there.
Molly McDonald with the centre ball. She goes into centre third. She's got Jess McNamara off the back of the circle. Comes in through KHL and is still in the centre third. Then Juliette Lang lets it go long into the circle, into Ava Zato. Beautiful shot by Zato.
Stunning shot.
That's a great pass from Juliette Lang.
Romeo now with the ball into Giafrelli, over to her sister Bell. Long pass into the pocket, but good hands there from McDonald.
Great from McDonald.
Very good.
Just good speed from Molly McDonald.
So out of court, baseline throw in, a long shot there from Giafrelli, but Hepburn picks it up and puts it in, bringing the score 12-11, and we're going to see it's going to be a centre pass here for McDonald. It's over to Zato. Zato now to Lang. Lang waiting for an option.
Held ball, that one. Yep.
Anyway, held ball. So we see Georgia
again, Mildura pressure, pushing them back. It's Nayland trying to get to Georgia there. And it's been touched out by Ava Zato. Bounces off the Robinvale. So Mildura back into their forward third, into the circle. And then Ava Zato has another long shot. Great defense pressure again from the Mildura.
13-11 is the score, and that's the end of the first quarter. Ricky, my goodness.
Just great speed.
That was a fantastically executed game of a quarter of netball.
Yeah. I think the pressure on was a lot of turnovers, but also the other side of it is the fact that we have that defensive forward pressure from Mildura.
Yes, exactly.
That defensive forward pressure from Mildura is really making it hard to transition for Robinvale. They're getting caught in their back half. They're really struggling to find their way through the centre court. But from the centre circle, Robinvale transitioning well.
That's it.
It's just that having that transition from the defensive end. Georgia Dell and is getting her hands on a lot of balls.
She's getting a lot of hands to the ball, and every little touch counts because you never know which way the ball's going to nick, and it could be picked up by Kirsten Nayland. What I would be doing though is I would be moving it around a bit, put Gabby Moroney on, give her a chance to in defence. Although it's working now, I just think that there needs to be a little bit
height. They need height.
They need height in there. That's
and I think that's. I think that's where Robinvale really need that taller defender to help them out.
They do.
Because they've got that speed through the mid-court.
Yes.
But
and boy,
they've got
it's fast.
And the Robinvale going forward, like I said, from their centre passes, their ball, it's 1-2 into the circle goal. It's just transitioning from the back half coming forward.
That's it. And they are putting really good pressure on Mildura. Mildura are being forced to move that ball around a little bit more, and they did cause a held ball in there as well towards the end of that quarter. So defensive, the pressure is good out there from both sides.
Mildura have reset back to the centre transverse line a couple of times. But they haven't panicked when they've got the ball.
But that's good.
They're so clean with the ball.
McNamara and Watson, they're coming forward. They're being an option. We're not seeing that on the ladder with the other with Robinvale. They've got to conserve their energy because they don't have.
I don't think Robinvale have used the transfer line at all.
They haven't.
They haven't reset at all. So definitely, it's both. The score's super close, but I think Mildura probably a little bit ahead on gameplay.
And I think that the amount of bench that they've got is going to really pay off. So let's have a look. So we've got Ash Morello, Ava Zato still in the shooting positions, Demalza Henry in wing attack, Katie Adamson back in centre, Caitlin Chalice in wing defence, and then the McNamara and Watson. Looking at changes, we've got the same team, same 7 here for Robinvale, and we're off with Romeo with the ball, looking for an option, finds Hepburn. She's at a distance though, doesn't like being that far out. 1-2's it between Romeo and Hepburn and finishes it off.
That's good. So Kate Adamson comes out. Henry looks back into the centre third. Oh, great through. Katie Adamson. I think Georgia Kelly's out of play. Now Henry has the ball again. Rolls it into Morello. Morello from the long shot. But that's a great work from Georgia Dell. Their rebound comes through Romeo. Here we go. We're going to transfer through the mid-centre. Mildura once again has pulled him up. Bell Giaffarelli. On to Georgia Giaffarelli. Down into the pocket.
And there's going to
Kaylee
be
Addison
a
is
call.
outside of play.
Caitlin Adamson tried to get hands to the ball, but it 1-2s into Giaffarelli. Out of play is going to be Watson. McNamara thought it was her, and a beautiful shot, bringing the score 13-all. And we've got a Robinvale centre pass with Romeo here over to Georgia Giaffarelli, back to Romeo. So obstruction, goal attack there. So I think it was, I'm not quite sure what
Addison,
that was. Adamson, centre it must have been.
Yeah.
Romeo into Giaffarelli as she's going to put up that long bomb and it misses. And the rebound's there for McNamara, but they're going to call
Giaffarelli's contact.
Contact. So we've got
Watson
Sharon
has the ball. Watson has the ball. She goes long in through the centre forward to McNamara. Into Henry. Over to Kachel. Great transition from Mildura. Then now it's back into Casey. Into Adamson. That's great transition. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Yeah, four passes.
That's
Everyone running to space. That was great from Mildura centre pass. Adamson again. This time she goes to Zato. Zato drops it into Henry. Henry's looking in the circle. Adamson on top of the circle.
Oh, she was just offside. So we've got a turnover here, Romeo now, but we've got to bring it back. We've got Naylands now just taking it back as there was some contact there. It's over to Kelly. Kelly back to Nayland. We might see a held ball here. Pressure is tight.
Good running for Georgia Dell. Footwork.
What was that?
Footwork.
Footwork. There we go. So McNamara now over to Kachel. Kachel back to McNamara. Looking for an opening. Finds... yeah, the ball's just going to go out of court there by Romeo.
Good work. Good pressure from Romeo.
So
good pressure.
Sideline throwing for Henry. Henry into Morello. She's going to utilise Adamson. Chase that ball. And it's out of court. See that from a mile away. So here we've got a turnover for Nayland.
Nayland throws into Georgia Dell. On to Kelly. Comes through the centre. Bell Giaffarelli. Into Romeo. Down to Georgia Giaffarelli. She's in the pocket. Comes to the top of the circle. Then she goes, great drop. Off to Hepburn. Oh, no rebound by Watson.
Rebound.
Hepburn's out.
You see a bit of direction there.
Kachel through the centre. McNamara needs pressure on that ball. Adamson, McNamara still running alone. Kachel running alone through the centre of the court.
So
obstruction and goal attack in the centre third.
So we're going
Kachel again. Under the top of the key to Morello. Into Henry. Henry into Morello again. She goes to the shot. Beautiful shot.
Beautiful. 15-13. 2 points the difference.
They need to keep pressure on McNamara when she's coming through the court. She can't run by herself. Yeah.
So we've got Romeo over to Georgia Giaffarelli. Back to Romeo. She makes her way in there. That's Giaffarelli. A long bomb out of court. And Sarah Hepburn, she should have just left it because it would have come off Mildura. But we're going to see a turnover here.
Great work, Kelly.
Yeah, beautiful work from Georgia Kelly there. Hepburn into Romeo, 1-2 to back. We've got Watson out of play. Georgia Giaffarelli is going to take the ball. And we've got McNamara out. And then score on the board there, 15-14 here. As we see, this is going to be a centre pass. Katie is just a little bit unsure. She's starting in...
Adamson into Henry. Henry goes down long to Morello in the pocket. Great work from Romeo. Good pressure on Addison there. She's managed to knock the ball out the back of the court. Mildura's ball. Adamson comes into the top. Morello sets for the shot. Great shot from Morello there. Great goal from Romero into the centre. She comes back into Georgia Giaffarelli. Into Bell Giaffarelli. Goes for the long bomb. Misjudged out.
Yeah,
another change. Adamson out. Juliet laying into the centre this time.
That's a bit. They don't do this often. Good chase there by McNamara. Lang picks it up, and they're just working it around. Kachel now looking for an option. Finds McNamara. The pressure here is so intense from Robinvale.
Down the court. Juliet Lang gets the ball.
Passes it long into Ava Zato. Doesn't like her position. 1-2. Yeah. Puts it up and score 17-14. Biggest margin.
Biggest margin. Mildura centre ball. Juliet Lang into Zato, into the centre third, on to Henry. Henry's looking long, does go long. Oh, gets the loose ball. Zato picks it up, yeah. Unfortunately, they did the great defence there, but the ball fell at Zato's feet.
We've got Romeo now with the ball over to Georgia Giafrelli. There's some pressure there on Bell 2 on her. It makes its way into the ring now. Pass to Hepburn. Good defence there from Watson, but not enough. She's just too close. Hepburn puts up the shot and brings the margin back. 18-15 now, as the ball's going to be a Mildura centre pass.
Yeah. Juliet Lang in the centre. Comes in. Ava Zato for centre third. She goes back to Lang. Holding centre third against Kelly.
Into Henry,
Henry straight into the circle, straight into Morello. Morello misses. Great work, Georgia Dale. Contact on the rebound. Georgia Dale, she's on the run. She comes through to Kelly. This is where they need to come at the ball. And the Georgia Giafrelli, out to Bell Giafrelli. Oh, great hands. I think it was Craychell's hands there. Ball goes out the back. Robinvale from the backcourt.
Holding there from Juliet Lang, I think it is. So we're going to see Romeo take the ball from the outside of the ring. They're looking for someone. It's a loose ball and it goes almost out of court, but it's picked up there by Bell Giafrelli into Hepburn. Long pass across. The beautiful defence there from Juliet Lang.
It was beautiful from Juliet.
Absolutely stunning.
She was just too quick then.
Yeah, so we're going to
Gold
see
contact. Romero into the circle. Georgia Giafrelli again that rebound by Sharon Watson. Craychell, Watson coming through the centre. Now McNamara is free through the centre. Craychell through the centre. Into the goal third with Molly McDonald there. Into the top of the circle, Amanda. And Juliet Lang into Ava Zato. That's a great transition from Mildura. Great transition. So able to get into space and transition that ball. Romero into Georgia Giafrelli, into Bell Giafrelli.
Oh, picked up there by Caitlin Chalice.
I think she got the replay, but the hands were there. They were fast.
Good defence. She tried very hard, and again, we've got a long pass.
Stepping on Georgia Dale.
19-15.
No, I think that's Watson's ball.
Yep.
In the back half. So they go to Craychell again. The speed around it.
That was
McNamara come back to Watson in the back there. Great pass to Craychell. Then it's opened up again through to Juliet Lang. Oh, Georgia Dale goes. Great interception. They've got nothing forward. So then Watson, the Hepburn.
Into Georgia Dell now, and passed into Bell Giafrelli, bounce pass back between the two sisters. We've got Georgia Giafrelli now, she's going to put up the long ball and it's off.
Oh, great rebound,
Sarah rebound in under the ring, puts up the shot.
That's a great rebound. That's great work from Georgia Dell.
Fantastic, we've got a centre pass here from Lang over to Zato.
Gareffa on the court.
Yes.
For Robinvale, that's her first
into
change.
The centre. So the first rolling sub there for Robinvale. Molly McDonald now. Long pass into Zato. She takes it, puts up the shot, it misses, but she just jumps and gets that rebound. Goes for second option, bring the score 20-16, 4 points now, Ricky.
Yeah, that's right. I think Mildura is really starting to open up the mid-court.
Shortening call.
Juliet out into Gareffa. Come to the top of the key unit. Give and go to Georgia Giafrelli.
Off.
And great goal.
I was wrong. Beautiful shot there. She cannot even see the ring.
Yeah, good luck. Look at that. Centre with Juliet Lang, Molly McDonald, then Jess McNamara off the back, into the goal third, goes to the pocket. Molly McDonald, again, long and high.
Great hold there.
I think Nayland's out, Morello.
Yep, so Morello's going to put up that shot and bring the score 21-17, 4 points again, as we're going to see a centre pass here for Gareffa over to Giafrelli, bounce pass to Sister Bell, like we'll almost call that replay. She had control of that. It's in, Watson's out, and Bell Giafrelli puts up the shot, but it misses, and we're going to see
both players out.
Steps in and puts up the shot, 21-18. 3 points the difference with Lang
Lang's in the centre, into the centre third. Zato has it. Back to Lang. Lang comes back to the transverse, uses Craychell. Again, Mildura look for that high ball in. And again, Morello, high ball into Zato. That's that height. Pass. It's that height. It's just,
and they're reading each other so well, they don't even need to communicate. So
Bell Giafrelli, Georgia Giafrelli, off to Gareffa.
I would have
contact of it's contact on the circle.
So they're just
Gareffa into Georgia Giafrelli, 1-2. Great shot.
Oh, beautiful shot. Georgia Giafrelli is absolutely on fire today. She doesn't even need to see the ring. We've got Zato now with the ball. It's over to Lang. Lang's looking for an option. Finds Morello just outside of the ring. Bounce pass into Lang and a long pass back to Morello.
Good
Beautifully
hands.
taken. As we see Georgia Dell out. The shot goes up from Morello and it's good. 23-19 is the score. 4 points the difference with Gareffa with the ball.
Gareffa with the ball into Georgia Giafrelli. Under Bell Giafra, back to Georgia Giafrelli. Holding in the circle. I think Sharon Watson's out. Flick into. Great shot by.
So Jess McNamara not too happy with that. As we've got Lang now over to Zato, over to Molly McDonald. Passed in it to Ash Morello. She's going to put up that shot, but it's no good. But the rebound's there. Good contest. And Ava Zato won. Puts up the shot. Brings the score 24-20. Back to that 4-point margin. That's Robinvale have to work hard here to be able to get everything and no turnovers. So that's just a warning there
for Wing
Caitlin Challenge.
to pull out.
Repetitive obstruction. And Jess McNamara, she
nearly got that
almost
hold.
But we're going to see the baseline throw in here for Georgia Giafrelli. It hits the ring, goes out of court, but we're going to try again here to see what she can do. Over to Sister Bell and a long lob into Hepburn, but we've got Sharon Watson out of play. Giafrelli, now McNamara out of play. Giafrelli puts up the shot back within 3.
Centre court, Lang comes in, finds Ava Zato. Ava Zato eyes up again, comes back to KHL. McNamara's there. No pressure, they just come through the centre. Still in the centre third. Good work by Robinvale. Molly McDonald comes to the top of the circle. Still at the top of the circle. Now she's come in.
Beautiful placement.
Into, it's gone out the back. I think she used the ring. Yeah, she used the ring to help her get that one.
So we've got an intercept. If there hadn't have been obstruction on court, that would have been a fantastic intercept. We've got Georgie Kelly moving away now as Nayland passes it over to Dell. Back to Kelly into Gareffa. It's made a long pass into Bell Giafrelli. And a beautiful intercept there by Jess McNamara. They've got to steady it down now.
Through the centre of the court, McNamara, Molly McDonald working really hard through that centre. We've got a loose ball, and again, I think it's been picked up by Molly McDonald. Georgia Kelly's out. Yeah, she's got that into Morello. Morello looks like Georgia Dell is out of play. It's a beautiful shot by Morello. That's a good shot. And now we've got another. We've got Romeo back into the centre for Robinvale.
25-21's the score. Romeo passes it to Giafrelli, back to Bell, her sister, into Romeo. She's looking for an option, falls back to the middle third as we've got the girls just moving around now, trying to find an option, finds Hepburn. She puts up the shot, and 25-22 is the score.
They did a great job there, Robinvale. Mildura made them work hard. So then we've got Molly McDonald. Again, we've got McNamara running to the centre court by herself. Into Morello at the top of the circle. Then Molly McDonald goes for a long ball into Zato under the ring. Great
beautiful finish, Ricky.
The lack of pressure through here. We need to get that pressure on here.
26-22 to centre pass for Romero for Robinvale. A long lob there into Giafrelli, but the bounce pass to Hepburn didn't work.
Great hands from Watson.
Yep. A bounce pass over to centre there, and then a pass to Hepburn, who didn't think she was going to get it, but did. Puts up the shot. 26-23.
Did well to get her hands on that one.
And the way her back stretched then, that was unnatural. So there was a breaking
Mildura on their transfer. Again, it's a Molly McDonald. Molly McDonald looking inside. And again, there's a contact.
Lang now with the ball. She's got just
Romero out of play. She's nice and high.
Zato's got to get this. Yeah. And she does. 27-23. 4 points again as we got I couldn't even think of her name. Romeo over to Giafrelli. 1-2 set back between Romeo and herself. She's going to put up the long shot. It lips out.
Great rebound by Hepburn. That's what she needs to do. And great goal.
27-24.
Mildura centre. Back into the centre. Molly McDonald down to Morello. Long ball at the top of the circle. Contact on Romeo. Lob into Zato.
Good defence. But
Georgia Dell's out of play. Great shot there from Zato.
That's the end of the second quarter there, 28-24, 4 points the difference. Mildura doing well to hold on to that lead. They've got some beautiful plays in there, but Robinvale are going to start getting tired. Robinvale are going to start getting tired now.
They've really transitioned the ball through the court well, Mildura. I think you agree, like it really is going to be tough for Robinvale to keep up this speed. The speed of the game has been so fast this half. You know, we go back to what we were talking about at the start of the game. You know, where we saw Garefa come into the game that time. You know, the work rate of the Diaforelli girls is going to have to continue through that mid-court, so that they have got that pressure on Mildura, because Mildura will just keep running.
That's it. We're going to take a quick break, Ricky. Thanks to the Mildura Gateway. We'll be back shortly.
We're back here between the game of Mildura and Robinvale. Allegra Thorburn and Ricky Rowe in the commentary box today. Well, sideline.
Sideline here at Brian Waitman Oval in a beautiful Mildura day. The sun is certainly out today, so I'm glad I'm not on the court.
Me too. I'm glad I'm not playing. I'm glad my netball career is over to pursue my journalism career because I'm having a much better time over here. We got 28-24 is the score coming into the third. Let's have a look to see if we've got any changes. Everything seems to be quite similar.
Mildura's gone to their starting 7. I think Robinvale have gone there as well. So
Giafrelli with the ball over to Bell, back to Georgia. A nice rush pass though into Hepburn. She drops back, puts up the shot, and a good start there for Robinvale. Nice and quick, 28-25.
And Hepburn coming forward. Okay, Adamson comes into the Henry. Henry in the centre third, looking long. Goes back to KHL. KHL on the McNamara. Good defensive work from Robinvale. KHL into Henry. This is where Mildura have been going for that long pass into the circle. Back to Henry on the circle again. Georgia Dell. Great work. Comes through Kelly. Kirsten Nayland, that was. Yes.
Fantastic. She's going to pick it up and pass over to Georgia Dell.
This is the pro. Mildura, we've got a good pressure through the centre of the court.
There seems to be a lot of Mildura players, but not much is happening.
Georgia Giafrelli to the top. Bell Giafrelli, back to Georgia Giafrelli.
She's going to go for the shot here, and it lips out, and the rebound's there for McNamara.
Contact to Hepburn.
So we're going to...
Mildura come through the centre. This is where we've got to go. To Adamson. Addison through to McNamara. Steve's in the centre circle. Comes into Henry. Henry goes to the top of the circle with Adamson. She goes back to the transfer line.
McNamara almost
good pressure from Robinvale. Comes back again. Adamson goes to that long pass under the ring. And Zato again.
Good finish there. That was hard work though for Mildura.
Good defensive pressure from Robinvale.
29-25. We've got Robinvale with the ball now. Hepburn at the top of the ring. She passes it to Giafrelli, but it's a loose ball picked up there by Caitlin Adamson as it's coming back down the other way. Demalza Henry waits for the bounce, almost loses it, passes it into Ava Zato, but there's going to be a
it's been knocked out of the sidelines by Georgia Dell.
Henry now with the ball. It's over to the transverse line to reset the play there. And McNamara over to Adamson into Ash Morello as she puts up the shot.
Beautiful shot.
On point. 30-25. 5 points, Ricky.
Mildura Adamson comes into Zato, into the centre third. Again, McNamara comes up to help on the transverse line. So does KHL. And that's great work by Bell Giafrelli. Got her hands in. Robinvale had the ball. It's now in their centre. They're through the centre again, Bell Giafrelli on the Hepburn.
Beautiful to Hepburn. And then we're going to see...
With KHL out of play.
Yep, KHL out of play.
1-2 to the Giafrelli sisters. Georgia Giafrelli up the shot.
And beautiful shot, 30-26.
Great turnover for Robinvale. Now it's Robinvale centre. Romero in the centre. Can they take advantage of that? Georgia Giafrelli on the Bell Giafrelli, down into the goal circle to Hepburn. Hepburn goes to the top of the circle. Once again, back into Georgia Giafrelli. Has a look, doesn't go.
Pass. Good pressure there, but we've got Giafrelli now putting up the shot, but it's short.
Good rebound.
And great rebound there by Hepburn as she puts up the shot, really showing why she has been the star goal shooter for Robinvale all year. We've got Mildura with the ball, pass to Henry now. Zato needs to get herself into the ring, but a beautiful take there from Ash Morello as she puts up the shot. It stops, but the rebound, 2 hands, beautiful by Zato as she finishes it off nicely, 31-27. We've got Robinvale with the ball now, centre pass there for Romeo over to Giafrelli. That's into her sister Bell now. Back to Georgia as she looks to take the long but decides to one-to it, inch a bit closer. She's going to put up the shot and it's off, and the rebound's there by McNamara. Long pass into the middle third there to Adamson. Over to KHL. It's into Henry now. She just lets it bounce into Ash Morello as she puts up the long shot. Lips back here.
Great shot, a great transition from Mildura. Adamson has the ball in the centre circle. She comes in to Demelza. Henry back to Addison, who hit Addison on the circle. 1-2s to Morello. And Morello took a beautiful transition.
It is going to be really hard to come back from 33-27, 6 points, Ricky.
Romeo comes into Bell Giafrelli, back to Romeo, into Hepburn, who's out of the circle, goes around the
Great movement in the ring. No one's under though. Hepburn needs to get there, but luckily for Giafrelli, she gets that one in nicely. 5 points the difference. Adamson with the ball now. Passes it over to Caitlin Chalice into McNamara. Back to Henry, who's made her way into the goal third now. And the ball just goes in favour of Robinvale.
Robinvale has the ball at
Off
the end.
the feet
So
there.
Nayland has the ball.
So it's going to be moved up onto the court. Henry out of play.
Henry out of play. Kelly to the Georgia Joe. Through Romero.
The loose ball is picked up
by Adamson.
And it was too close there, obstruction call there, so we're going to see.
In the centre third.
It's got to be, yep.
No, the umpires put it into the goal third. It comes towards Adamson long by herself. Footwork.
Wow.
Georgia Kelly grabs it up. Straight away, through the centre.
Working hard. Beautiful there by Watson.
Loose ball picked up by Bell Giafrelli. And into Georgia Giafrelli, great goal there.
Fantastic finish there, 33-29. They're doing well to catch up here. Romeo over to Bell Giafrelli. Good work there from Adamson, but she's out of play. So we're going to see Romeo.
In the centre third, yep.
So Romeo with the ball over to Giafrelli, bounce pass to Bell, and a beautiful pass into Hepburn, who finishes it off nicely. 33-30, we're back within 3. They've caught up nicely.
Yeah, Adamson into Henry. Henry looks forward, out to the pocket, finds Morello. Morello tries to get it to Adamson, who contact on Romero. So the ball's gone out the back of court. So Addison in the front.
Beautiful movement by Morello.
Morello comes to the
Too
front.
high. Rebound though by Ava Zato as she finishes it off. 34-30.
That's a great work from Zato, that rebound. Here we go.
So we've got Romeo now with the ball. It's over to Bell Giafrelli and it's into Hepburn. No one's in the ring there. They've really got to get back in. The great pressure there from
great pressure. Watson has the ball. There's defensive pressure. McNamara offers. K-Chell offers. We're still in the booth. Comes through to Addison. Again, we've got the pressure. Robinvale working hard to push Mildura back. Going back to Watson. McNamara still looking for space.
Utilising that transverse line.
Coming back through Addison, through the middle.
Beautiful.
And Henry
Zato
on the line.
Gets it!
Great work from Zato. She saved it and come back on the court.
Brilliant!
Adamson, great work. Zato's on. Good work from Zato.
Fantastic finish there by Zato. What great footwork. 35-30. We've got Adamson with the ball now as they're going to be able to stretch this margin out a little bit more if they finish this off well. Henry now with the ball. She's looking for an option, but there's going to be a contact call against Romeo. So Henry moves forward, passes it into Zato. Zato's got a nice front shot, but puts it through. 36-30. Advantage
Very
call.
quickly. Romero in the centre. Bell Giafrelli. Into Georgia Giafrelli. Back to Bell and to Romero. Comes in looking for Hepburn.
They're not
Contact on Watson on the
ring. They're not utilising the movement in the ring, but it gets to Hepburn.
And again, Mildura do that sub. Juliet Lang comes into the centre. And Addison, she's done well, Addison, there. That was good speed. She maintained her speed in that one. Into Lang.
Over to Henry.
Henry on the circle again.
Beautiful
good
pass.
hands by Georgia Bell. Morello picks up the loose ball.
Yes, so we're going to see Romeo out of play and Juliet Lang take the ball. It's going to be straight into Zato as she puts up the shot.
Just too tall.
Yeah, 37-31. Absolutely fantastic play there as we've got Georgia Giafrelli over to Sister Bell. And it's an intercept there for Caitlin Challenge. She bounces it in. No, the umpire's going to say foot was out. So we're going to see Giafrelli there pass to her
Georgia's
sister
in
Bell.
the centre, back to Bell on the circle, loose ball, picked up by Bell. I think that'll be contact on McNamara. Georgia Giafrelli has a long, nice shot.
And makes it 36-32. So we've got Lang now with the ball. And
Georgia Kelly, contact on Henry.
So we're going to see McNamara pick the ball up.
And Henry on the transverse line by herself.
Beautiful play.
Yeah, beautiful play. That's great play. Great transition.
32 is the score. We've got Romeo over to Georgia Giafrelli, finds her sister Bell, and it's back into Georgia now as she could probably shoot that. We've got a rolling sub change here. Molly McDonald on for DeBalza Henry. Beautiful intercept there, almost, but unfortunately doesn't hold strong. So the ball
She's got to shoot that one.
Yeah,
She's got to
she
shoot that one.
Shot.
She's got to shoot that
When
one.
the score's like this,
She has to
you've got to
take it.
shoot.
She has to take
It's
that
worth
shit.
the risk. So we've got a baseline throw in for Watson. It's over to McNamara, back to Watson, into Kate Chow. Long pass over to McNamara, Lang, and a long into McDonald, but she picks it up, looking for something. There's going to be timeout call. Oh,
She's got
what, delaying play?
delaying play. I
What
think
does
she's
that mean?
basically she's deliberately made contact
Right.
to allow her players to get down the court. Yeah, yeah.
39-32, and off you go, Ricky.
Molly McDonald comes in. Great run by Juliet Lang, and then the long ball in the Zato. Then it comes up Molly McDonald on the top of the circle into Zato. That's just the speed. Juliet Lang, the
8
speed.
points now.
The speed to get that centre pass and then be gone.
That's
There's
it.
nothing coming from the back. That's just straight pressure from Mildura. Zato and McDonald, defensive pressure on that centre pass. Comes back over. Molly McDonald's on the transit circle again. Again, long into Zato. Great take from Zato. Yeah,
My goodness, Ricky, 9 points
just
the
great,
difference.
great pressure on the circle.
Lang now with the
Oh,
ball.
look at
Zato
that.
into McDonald.
Ronald, yeah.
Unguarded Morello. She puts up the shot, but that's obstruction called, so she gets to have a second opportunity. Puts it in. That's 10.
Yeah,
That's
just
10.
speed from the middle of the court. Speed from the middle of the court. It's into Georgia Giaffarelli. Georgia Giaffarelli into Belle Giaffarelli. In out the front to Hepburn.
Good hands by Watson.
Watson out of play.
Good
Oh,
hands,
it's a
though.
play.
Good
She's going to
tactic.
high attack. Yeah, great
Oh.
pass. That's a great pass.
it's off, but she gets
rebound
her own
by
rebound.
Hepburn and the misses.
Too much pressure.
Watson into McNamara through the centre. KHL runs
Mildura
hard.
gonna
Comes back
go.
to Watson again at the transfer. She
Good
directs play.
hold.
She directs play. Juliet Lang contacts the Belle Giaffarelli. KHL comes through.
Oh, they've got to move back a bit. Chalice now over to Lang. Lang looks for someone, finds Chalice, brings it hard into Molly McDonald. Everyone needs to be moving forward at this point. Pass over across the court to McDonald, but it was to nobody. I think they thought Zato was going to pop
I
out.
think she was popping out backwards there,
Yes,
but she
she
had
was.
2 on her then. She had to hold that split second because Morello was coming. Yeah.
Yes.
Through the
Georgia
centre,
Dell.
Georgia Kelly. Comes through, Romero. Comes through looking for someone. Georgia Dell comes off. Still getting pushed through the centre. Romero. On to Georgia Giaffarelli. On to Belle Giaffarelli. Back into the circle. Back into the circle. Georgia
Yep, Georgia
Giaffarelli.
Giaffarelli there. She
Shot.
puts up the shot, but it's
I
no
think
good. But
McNamara's out of play.
out of play now.
Watson out of play.
no, Watson's out of play. McNamara not.
Good rebound by Hepburn.
Oh, McNamara's doing a really good job, but she's just getting a little bit frustrated, as you would, and the rebounds there, that's
think
got to
so,
be
yeah.
in favour of Watson. Yeah. Mildura bench is absolutely
I
going
think
off.
that was for the use of the post.
Post,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So now,
Now, Georgia Giaffarelli out of play. Watson comes up. Mildura have 1 free through the centre of the court. There you go.
Beautiful.
McNamara. Long ball into the
great
into
take.
McDonald. 1-2
She's gonna
to
shoot this.
Zato. Oh,
And
great
off.
work, Georgia. Nayland into Moran. Nayland again. Great work.
contact, yeah. we're gonna
Garefa picks up the
Caitlin
ball.
Chalice, smile on her face every time. She's keeps
Again,
positive.
Garefa.
1-2's it to Giaffarelli, and again another 1-2 to step to the side, and the shot's put up, but there's going to be a shortening call, so we're going to see.
McNamara out of play.
Yeah, McNamara out of play, so the ball gets put up again. No, calling. Goal defence warning there.
For stepping out of
Stepping,
play.
yep.
Yeah.
So we've got Lang now with the ball over to McDonald. McDonald finds Caitlin Chalice on the move. It's over to McDonald again, back to Lang. We've got Zato just putting her arm up saying, I'm available, I'm here, but they're going to go to McDonald. Both players are there, but the shot's put up by Zato, and it's off,
That's
and
in.
it's picked up. Yeah, out of court
That's
there.
out of court. Nayland has it next to the post. Can we get a transition from Robinvale here? Georgia Kelly works hard to get into space. Go back to Georgia, to Nayland. On to Georgia. Georgia, loose ball, Georgia Dell. Great pass down to
Fantastic,
Georgia.
and can Giaffarelli get in under the ring? No, but Hepburn puts up a shot, and a good one it was. We're seeing Belle Giaffarelli come into wing defence as we see
Kelly goes
come off.
Yep.
We've got Garefa, long pass there to Georgia Giaffarelli. It's into Hepburn. They've got Giafrelli in under the ring, but she's heavily guarded there. So Giafrelli now with McNamara out of play. She puts up a shot, but it's no good. And the rebound's there for Jess McNamara. No, they're going to see Watson. But yeah, they're both out and unguarded. 42-35, so 7 points the difference. We've got Lang now with the ball over to McDonald. McDonald to Lang, to Zato as it makes its way back to Lang. They're using that transverse line for it's resetting the play as we've got McDonald now over to Lang. She's looking for an opening, finds Zato. Contact call against Georgia Dell. The shot's put up and a good finish there for Zato.
Great finish for Zato. When they're with the ball in the centre, she comes in, Garefa into the centre third. She gets Belgier off the back of it. He runs on, plays into the circle. Georgia Giafrelli has another look at it. No, she doesn't want a good hold from Watson. Yeah, and again, Watson's got that hand there. Great shot though from Georgia Giafrelli.
She would not have been able to see that ring at all then. That was all per chance. And there goes the siren for the end of the third, 43-36. So that's 7 points the difference. My math's not good. I'm an English girl only.
But they really, this is where it's going to come. Mildura really, having those subs like we talked about. They're making those changes and maintaining the pressure.
You know what, Ricky? They're tired. Robinvale are tired, and you can tell they haven't used Gabby Maroney yet. So there's an opportunity that they could bring Nayland down into the midcourt because she hasn't really been doing a whole she's been good efforts in keeper, but she's probably got the most energy out of everyone. Bring her down into wing defence and put Gabby Maroney into goalkeeper just to put that height and that pressure on. Switch it up a little because Mildura have worked out what Robinvale are going to do. And it's easy for them to read those plays and get those intercepts.
I'd like to see Georgia Giafrelli, the GA and the wing attack put more pressure on McNamara and KHL when Mildura have got the ball. And even in when it's Mildura, get involved when it's Robinvale centre pass. Every centre pass seems to go forward to a wing attack or to Georgia Giafrelli. Let the wing defence and the goal defence, let's get involved in the centre pass.
Absolutely.
Let's go back. Let's make yourself available. Let's run forward and try and create some space. Create some space from behind. But so often it's the Mildura players that are coming in on the Robinvale centre and putting pressure on the Robinvale centre. So we just need to get more involved.
But the thing is, are they not doing it because they're tired, or are they not doing it because they don't know that that's what they should be doing? These are we'll never know, but there's two options here that it could be either.
Just two little simple changes that they could do for wing attack, wing defence, goal defence, just to maybe put that little bit extra pressure or help the Robinvale mid-quarters and be another option. So many times, we've spoke about Jess McNamara running through the middle by herself with no pressure.
She needs
so
to
if
be
someone's
guarded.
got time and pressure through the middle of the court, they can see everything unfold. They've got that space to look and see what's going on.
That's it.
We need to have pressure on that.
Yeah, that's it. We've got our starting 7 again. So we've got Mildura's starting 7 are the same, and we're going to see the rolling subs, but I'm not sure how we're going to do it. So,
well, they haven't really worried about who goes where between McDonald and Lang, have they? That time Lang went to the centre and McDonald went to the wing attack. So
that's it. So we've got the same starting 7 for Robinvale as well. Oh no, we've got wing attack instead.
Garefa's on wing attack and Belgier Ferrelli's now
and
wing
we're
defence.
off to the fourth. This is the last quarter there for the A-grade game. We've got Demalza Henry utilising McNamara. It's into Adamson. Bounce pass from Morello back to Adamson. Pushed into Ava Zato. She's going to pass that.
Picked up the loose ball by Morello.
Good finish.
She did well to get hands on that Nayland, but unfortunately it fell into Morello's hand.
44-36.
Into Garefa, back to Romeo, down to the pocket. Georgia Giafrelli, back to the top of the circle, back to 1-2s it with Garefa over there and puts it in.
Good finish from Georgia Giafrelli as we see Caitlin Addison take that centre pass. It's over to Henry. Henry looking for someone, almost a held ball, but McNamara
that's the pressure. That's the way you want to put that McNamara pressure
so we've got
on the top
Addison.
of the circle.
Addison. Oh, she's got to pick that up and put the shot in. That was very lucky to not get a replay.
Great ball, yeah.
Very lucky.
Very lucky. Romero in. Georgia Giaffarelli looking in the spec. Back comes off again. Romero back to the top of it. Georgia Giaffarelli looking for Nayland.
Finds Hepburn.
Hepburn. Ooh.
Out of play is KHL. 1-2s into Giaffarelli as the shot. She steps back. She puts it up. It lips out. And Sharon Watson gets that ball.
Unfortunately, Hepburn used the ring to grab it that time. KHL McNamara again through the centre. Oh, great pass by Henry.
Oh, good hands there from Kirsten Nayland, but she's out of play. So we're going to see
Morello at the top of the circle. What's she going to do? Have a shot?
She's going to shoot.
Yes.
What a shot.
That's a great.
That's shot of the day. Absolutely brilliant. We've got Mildura sends a pass, a little bit of confusion there. Over to Zato, Zato to Henry. Henry bounce passes it into Morello, and it's bounce pass back to Henry as we see Morello.
Reset. It's a reset.
It's a reset. So we're going to see the ball go in favour of Robinvale here.
Offside.
Offside by Henry. No, someone's got to be out of play.
Henry,
you can't. Yeah. Oh, and she did not agree with that at all. We've got Belle Giaffarelli over to Georgia. Romeo, not sure what to do. Loose ball there by Garefa. She picks it up. It's over to Romeo. Into Belle, and beautiful pass to Hepburn, and she finishes it off nicely. 46-38. And we've got
Romeo in the centre. She's got the ball. Comes into Georgia Giaffarelli. Back to Romeo. Into Garefa. Back to Romeo. Trying to find space. Into the circle. 1-2s, Giaffarelli and Garefa. Giaffarelli to have the shot. Misses. Oh, great hands by Jess McNamara. Outside. Back end. Oh, 1-2 off the circle. Great hands by Giaffarelli.
And a high shot that calling contact in the back of the head. So Jess McNamara's out. Sarah Hepburn puts up the shot and finishes it off 46-39. As we see Caitlin Adamson take the pass over to Henry now. It's a ground ball there, and the fight was won by Morello for Mildura. Bounce pass over to Henry. It's going to be taken back though as Giaffarelli's out of play. Ava Zato gets the ball right in front of the ring as she puts up the shot and finishes it off nicely. 47-39. So that's an 8-point lead here for Mildura with Romeo with the ball as Garefa now looking for an option and finds it in Giaffarelli. That's Georgia Giaffarelli. She puts up the shot and
that was good speed. Run.
Yeah.
1-2. Got Adamson into Henry. Henry looking for Zato. Oh, Morello.
That's got to be a Morello ball there.
Yeah. Kelly out of play.
Long shot.
Nice shot by Morello. Her shooting has been fantastic today.
Absolutely brilliant. She's
Romero in the centre again to Georgia Giaffarelli. She looks forward to Garefa. Garefa gives it back to Giaffarelli. Adamson's out off the top of the circle. Great high ball into Hepburn. Hepburn has a shot there. That's a nice give by Georgia Giaffarelli.
Gosh, it's going to be hard for Robinvale to finish this game off. The Suns just beating down now. We've got McNamara over to Henry, back to McNamara. It's into the pocket there with Adamson. Ash Morello gets the ball. She puts in another long bomb. She's my best player for today.
She's shooting beautifully, isn't she?
She is on fire as we've got...
Romero into Giaffarelli again. Giaffarelli does the lob over to Garefa on the circle. Give and go. Back to Giaffarelli in the...
Katie working hard there for
Mildura.
That's
right, the long ball.
So it's just that she needs to just turn around. She's facing the wrong way, McNamara, which is good efforts, but she's not executing it well. You can really see the shooter in her while she's trying to defend. We've got Adamson over to McNamara.
That's better pressure. That's better pressure off the back of the circle by Robinvale.
That's it, into Henry.
McNamara into Henry. Henry looking to the top. I think Romero out. Ball comes in. Adamson at the top. Great. Loose ball by Morello. Loose ball and then into...
Great pass.
Straight into Zato. Yeah.
And a good finish, 50-42, 8 points the difference. Mildura, I don't like to speak too soon, but they've really looking like they're going to take this game as we've got Garefa 1-2ing it between Giaffarelli.
Still working hard, Giaffarelli,
They're not going to...
that's a great
McNamara finally gets an intercept that pays off as we got Adamson over to McNamara. McNamara. Back
Great running, Adamson.
Fantastic second efforts there into Henry. Bounce. It's over into Morello. She puts it on. Brilliant shooting. That's fantastic effort from Mildura as they get
Adamson
the
comes
pass.
into Zato. Zato does the drop. Oh, great work.
Naylor.
Naylor gets the steal off for Henry. Comes through Kelly. Georgia Giaffarelli looking for someone to come running through. Great work.
Yep,
Romero in, and she kept running.
1, 2.
Giaffarelli.
Good there from Sharon Watson.
Sharon Watson pulled that one up. Now she's got to take the long
Oh,
Great
beautiful
work.
shot for Belle Giaffarelli there.
she did well.
51-43 is the score with the centre pass going in favour of Robinvale. It's over to Georgia Giaffarelli. Bounce pass to her sister, over to Romeo. And it's a beautiful lob into Giaffarelli. Great hold by Jess McNamara, but the goal goes through. 51-44 is the score with Caitlin Adamson taking the ball.
Under Henry. Henry looking down long. She gets into Morello and goes for the big ball into Zato, running below the ring. It comes off Zato's hands. It's Robinvale's ball at the back of the court.
Good from Georgia Dell there. Great defence.
Georgia Dell comes through Kelly. Kelly and to Georgia Dell. Nayland comes forward. Nayland trying to get through the
pressure
centre.
Mildura's putting on right now.
Comes through. Romero looking to go. Georgia Dell. Onto Belle Giaffarelli. Into Georgia Giaffarelli as we get it into
Sharon
Robinvale.
Watson, beautiful outside arm, but she's going to be...
She's been called for contact. So Belle just on the edge of the circle. Comes in, drops it into
out as
Hepburn.
well. And so
Hepburn
we've
has
got...
the shot. No. Oh, good rebound. Oh, again.
So McNamara needs to use two arms in those just to ensure that. And we see the ball, another 51-45 with Romeo for Robinvale with the ball over to Giaffarelli, into Georgia Giaffarelli from her sister Belle there. A nice shot there, and it goes in 51-46.
So Robinvale has changed back to Belle Giaffarelli in wing attack.
It works well. We've got Zato now with the ball over to Henry. Henry underarm throws it to McNamara. It makes its way to Adamson, to Kate Charles, back to Henry. They've got to be really careful here not to lose this ball. And contact's going to be called on Georgia Dell. So Ava Zato is either going to shoot, holding time just to get that ball. So we're going to see Ava Zato come forward. She'll shoot this and gets her own rebound, puts it up, and finishing it off 52-46.
Robinvale, Romero comes in. It's again. Into Bedford, gone for the long ball, Romero into...
And rolling sub here, we've got Lang on...
Hepburn puts it in. Lang comes in, so Mildura go with their slub. Lang in through the centre. Into Henry to the centre. Lang keeps running, and great work into great hands there by Morello. Good running by Lang.
Amazing work there from Ash Morello, 53-47. Ash Morello is a highlight player of this game. We've got Belle Giaffarelli into Sarah Hepburn. She's looking for
unlucky from McNamara. She got her hand on that. Unfortunately, the ball fell to Georgia Giaffarelli. So
only 5 points the difference here. There can't be too much left in this quarter as we've got
Lang into Zato. Zato looks for back to Lang, back to Zato, on to Henry. Henry goes shoots through into Morello. Morello again. Lang look for the long line under the ring and finds Zato.
And a beautiful finish there.
Just held that ball then, Lang.
That's it. We've got Romeo into Giaffarelli, into Georgia Giaffarelli, a lob that she just lost to all of her players and able to put up an unguarded shot. 54-49 as we're going to see Lang take the ball from Mildura over to McDonald, who's found her way into WA. And
they made that sub. Offside, I think.
Or contact. No, it's a contact against Morello. So we've got Georgia Dell waiting to find an opening, finds Belle. Long pass into Hepburn. Running base is Giaffarelli, but there was a bit of delay there getting that ball in. Giaffarelli gets the ball in a shooting opportunity and puts it up. 54-50. 4 points.
That's
only 2 turnovers.
Yep.
As we've got...
Look after their centre ball. Belle Giaffarelli goes for the long one. I think that's got to be McNamara.
It's over her head. No.
I would have given that.
That's not fair.
I thought McNamara had that one. I would have given her the ball.
No way. So we've got Lang now with the ball. Great movement by McDonald. Over to McNamara.
That pressure. Get this pressure through here.
Lang now over to Molly McDonald.
Good
Out
strength
of
from
play
Molly.
is Nayland into Lang. Lang now looking for someone. Finds Morello, passes it over to Zadu, who gets a nice shot up and it lifts in. 55-51, still 4 points the difference. They're really...
Romero comes in, Georgia Giaffarelli. Back to contact on KHL. Giaffarelli to Giaffarelli. They 1-2 it off the ring.
As the shots put
A
up,
great shot from Morello.
55-52, 3 points now, Ricky. Playing with the centre pass.
Oh, a fumble
McDonald.
by Molly McDonald. She picks up the loose ball. Like, here we go.
Great moving
Lang,
forward
good
by
by
Lang.
Lang. KHL, McDonald. Their legs, here we go. With the fresh legs from Mildura.
Yep.
They've all got the ball, Molly McDonald.
And a nice pass into Ash Morello, who passes it off to Zado. And she has to step back, so she's going to put up that shot, and it's off. Gets her own rebound. She's right under the ring and finishes it off beautifully. 56-52, 4 points for the Robinvale.
Have to keep their ball, use their centre ball. Georgia Giaffarelli, Bell Giaffarelli. Jack looking to go back
Good
to Georgia
bounce
Giaffarelli. Oh, goes a long one under the ring to Hepburn.
No hands.
That's a great pass.
3 points now, 56-53.
They need to get defensive. They need to get defensive. Georgia Dell. Molly's run hard then into Georgia Dell's got to work harder on that one.
Ava Zado shot 57-53.
Yeah.
We're in the fourth. There's not much left in this quarter. We've got Giaffarelli and
good
an
work,
intercept by Caitlin Chalice.
K2, McDonald, Juliet, KHL. And again we have Mildura players running free.
Oh, we've got a beautiful take there from Ava Zado.
Oh, here we are. Great work, Ava. Molly McDonald on the circle. Opens up for us under the basket. That's a great transition. That's the one that Robinvale didn't need.
So there's going to be a contact call here or a breaking?
Breaking.
So we've got a pass to McDonald.
Contact. That's Nayland out of play. Molly McDonald, Juliet Lang. Juliet Long, Molly McDonald still working hard. Good work.
Oh,
Good work.
Molly McDonald hits the deck. Long shot there, but Zado and it's taken by Ash Morello.
Great work from Zado. He kept it alive there and they got the loose ball.
59-53. We've got Robinvale with the ball. We've got Bell Giaffarelli there. Pass to Hepburn into Romeo, but there's a contact called against Lang, so she's out of play. Georgia Giaffarelli now puts up a long bomb. It lifts out, and it's picked up there by Bell Giaffarelli into Hepburn. And we've got Jess McNamara out of play, so Giaffarelli puts up the shot, but it's no
gets
good.
that loose ball.
Here's the turnover.
Here we go. McNamara through the middle. And they all run. So they go again. Juliet Lang, Molly McDonald working hard forward. Back to KHL. KHL back to McNamara. Molly McDonald onto Lang.
So much
Molly
pressure.
McDonald, give and go. That's good.
So now we've got Morello working hard. It's a nice pass there. No, they're going to take it back again. As Ash Morello's got freed up and she picks up a shot. 60-53, 7 points the difference. We've got Juliet Lang with the centre pass over to McDonald, but it's going the other way. Breaking.
Yep. Nayland through to Georgia Giaffarelli. She's gone the long bomb. It's been read by McNamara. McNamara read that off her hands then. And then Watson in the back goal. Through the centre. Great work by Chalice. Didn't pick it up. Yep. She knew she was going to get called for holding the ball. So.
And who's that going to be? It's going to go in favour of Robinvale.
I thought Georgia Dell threw that out.
Georgia Dell threw that out, but it's going to be a Robinvale baseline throw in there for
Kelly. Kelly's gone for Georgia Dell. Again, back to Kelly. Mildura really well set this up. Great work from Nayland. Great take.
That's game! What a finish there. 60-53. Mildura take the win.
Robinvale did a good job in that last quarter. They got it back to 3.
It was within 3, but it just stretched out again.
Yep.
I've got to say, Ash Morello, best on court.
She shot beautifully.
She shot amazingly. And the way that Ava and Ash work in that ring together, they're just phenomenal.
Able to free up. But see, Robinvale are trying to cover Ava.
Yeah, but they
leave Ash by herself.
And big
the work. You've got Molly McDonald you've got Henry, you've got Lang, those guys on the circle just feeding and
That's it.
holding and feeding, and that makes it easy for those guys because they continue to move.
Yes.
They continue to move.
Fantastic game there. Good win. So that means that Mildura go on to play
Wentworth in Robinvale next Saturday.
And then
Robinvale
will play the winner of tomorrow's game.
Back here. On next Sunday.
So tomorrow's game is Rimple 4th versus Redcliffe's 5th. You will be, we're out at Wentworth tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
back out there, Georgie G.
Georgie G, you and I are out there tomorrow. It's going to be a fantastic day. And we've got to do a lot of vocal rest tonight, Ricky, because we've got another big game tomorrow. And boy, it's going to be a tight game tomorrow.
We're both sides are on their day. They were both very, very good sides.
That's
so,
it. So it's going to be.
Let's see if they both bring it, and then it'll be an exciting game.
Best player today, I'm going Ash Morello for Mildura. And who do you think for Robinvale? Georgia Giafrelli?
Georgia Giafrelli, she works so hard.
Absolutely.
She works so hard. You know, you look at the transition, a lot of times the transitions from the centre circle or from the back half. You know, Georgia Giafrelli's touching the ball 2 or 3 times through the middle.
That's it. Well, thanks for joining me today, Ricky. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
You and I will be back tomorrow, 12 o'clock, Georgie G, for the game between Rimple and Redcliffe, proudly sponsored by Mildura Gateway. Thanks for joining me, Ricky, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
I'm Allegra Thorburn, filming footy.